And as you can see, the masses have sallied out from the city. Hello everyone, Ellington here, and as you can see, we have started this one off with an epic sally out. We are on the settlement of Tarsus, and we've got ourselves a 3 versus 3. Now, right off the bat, you can see we've got Masacely and Lusitani coming out of the settlement here. Got a bunch of Numidian riders, Lusitani guerrilla warriors. You got chariots coming out from Masacely now. Now, this is a good strat here. So they're using their guerrilla warriors to tie down the line while they take the chariots and run them right down the line. That is how you use chariots. It is textbook, very, very well done. And I hate to say, but I think Egypt is in a lot of trouble here. The Galatian Royal Guard over here is going to do some damage before it goes down, but the chariots seem to be doing relatively well. Honestly, this whole sally out seems to be going really well. You can see the Numidian riders here got into all of the archers. Some of them are still not quite gone yet, and the Greek giant ballista is not quite done. Now, let's just go ahead and take a sec to get into the players. For the attackers, we've got Egypt here being commanded by Ivan. We've got Rome over this way being commanded by Christian Connor, I think is. Then finally, Nabatea being commanded by Asian... I'm not Asian guy, I think is what his name was. Now for the defenders, we have got Colchis being commanded by Flander Scarlet. We've got Lusitani, as we said before, being commanded by Murader. And finally, Masacely being commanded by the Dairy Farmer. How'd the chariots do? I mean, this one only 58 kills. Looks like Egypt might... I don't know. I think Egypt's pretty much kaput. He's putting up a resistance over here, but that's pretty much it. Thorax pikes facing backwards. Got the Armored Numidian Rider General engaging the Royal Thorax Swordsman. Now the Royal Thorax Swordsman, 107 kills. But you can see the Galatian Royal Guard line has finally fallen, so what we're probably going to see now is this coming over and finishing off. Well, honestly, there's nothing to finish off. Egypt is gone. That's rough, man. I will say that is the danger of deploying so far away from your allies, is that if you're going to do that, you might as well just expect that you're going to get sallied out on. It's pretty much to be expected. Now, the tough part is going to be that you do have Rome over here. Got a lot of armored legionaries. Oh, man, a lot of armored legionaries. Nabatean swords. 3 Praetorian Guard. So Colchis has definitely got his work cut out for him, especially given the fact that because of all the stuff that Masacely and Lusitani sent out, that does leave them a little bit weak when it comes to their leftover units. You can see balance power is honestly just about dead even. So Lusitani and Masacely's infantry look like they're going back into the settlement, but the cavalry of Masacely looks to be moving over to possibly be a nuisance to the attackers over here. Now you can see the attackers brought things like the galleries. Honestly, guys, galleries are pretty pointless. He also brought I think they're light. No, they're medium siege towers. The thing about galleries is the way your men, like, form up in it like this, one artillery shot down this is like a bowling ball. It just annihilates things. It's crazy. Colchis over here got Axemen, Cartley Axemen, getting shot pretty well here by the auxiliary Syrians. And then Balearic slingers. Looks like he went 2 and 2. 2 Syrians, 2 Balearics. The armored legionaries are definitely going to be a pain in the ass. They are a good unit. Now it looks like we might actually get a flank here. Got Hastati being surrounded by 2 Cartley Axemen. Armored legionaries. Then over this way, you've got Nabatea climbing and getting in. Heavy desert spearmen, noble swordsmen, triple chevron noble swordsmen. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, noble swordsmen are crap units. They're not good. They're not worth their money. They don't even get javelins. They are not very good. I would, for future reference, I probably would not bring them. Maybe one or two for their encourage, but that's about it. All right, so it looks like the Masacely Cav's going to kind of take their time. Well, one of the units is coming over to take out the Roman Ballista, which is a huge, huge blow to their money here. These movable ballistas are not cheap. Looks like he was trying to run his crew away, but it's not going to happen. Now, the thing is, he doesn't really have much other places that he can take his cav into, Rome or Nabatea. I mean, there's a lot of Pila here just waiting for him, so honestly, I'm not sure that bringing the cavalry over here is really going to do him anything. Now, if I was Lusitani, I would probably kind of chill for a little bit. Same thing with Miss Sacely here. Let your units get refreshed a little bit. A lot of guerrilla warriors and the Masacely Numidian. Oh, he brought Gatuli tribesmen, looks like. I thought he brought Numidian lights. Silver chevron Gatuli tribesmen. Now, Lusitani does look like he brought some regular units, non-guerrilla deploys. He's got some veteran shield warriors and Lusitani nobles. You can see the Hippeus Lancer General for Colchis moving forward as well. Colchian nobles, which are a really good hoplite unit. Look at these guys. Look at like all these Hippeus Lancers, just like there's like 1, 2, 1, 1. There's like 5 there, all spread out. Now the thing about the battle now is that even though the leftover units for Masacely and Lusitani for the most part are pretty low tier, the fact of the matter is Egypt is completely out of the game now, so you're basically fighting a 2v3 because Rome and Nabatea are now having to fight Colchis and the remaining units of Lusitani and Masacely, who really did not take that heavy losses out in the field in that sally out. This is like 1,000 gold unit right here that's really not worth it. I know I said earlier it's not worth it, but I'm going to say it again. Armored Desert Legionaries. Even got units coming in through the gate, which they can because the gate being neutralized will not drop oil on them. But the Axemen are going to do a relatively good job of cutting through the armor of the Armored Legionaries. Nabatean Axe Warriors. Probably a better, overall cost for quality unit than the Nabatean Noble Swords. 54 men out of 160 with only 88 kills. Cartley Axeman 52 and 176. I think part of that was against one of the Hastades that went in early. Now this could be a little bit of an issue for the defenders. Balearic slingers up on the walls, they could get some pretty good shots here. The best thing they can do about this as the defenders is get some of their archers set up to hit the Balearics, but they look to be shooting over here. The thing about the Balearics being on that wall is they are very, very open to archer fire, so that's what I would do as the defenders. I would shoot the living hell out of them. Masacely's cavalry just circling around like sharks, man. They are looking for any opportunity they can find to get into the lines here, but the attackers doing a pretty good job of setting up their lines in a way that the cavalry either can't get in or they would take way too many losses getting in. So look at this, Colchian nobles moving forward. Look like they're going to join this fight. Veteran Shield Warriors getting a really nice side angle. Look at this. Right into the sides. Now, unfortunately, it is the side of the shields of the Armored Legionaries, so it's not doing as much damage, but still doing some. Look, these Noble Sword's amazingly still alive. 87 kills. All right, guys, back to this. Sorry about that. My game just crashed. It actually, something I was dealing with quite a bit with this replay. Like, it took me a long time to get this replay recorded, basically just because every time I would try to open it up, it would crash. You know, it'd get like down to 99% loaded and pew, gone. And so after like 4 or 5 tries or something like that, I was finally able to get the game to work. And then it happened just now. So we're back. You know, after, in your time, it's been like a second. In my time, it's been like 30 minutes. Yay! Oh, we're so happy. We're so happy. Anyways, Noble Swordsmen, 2 Chevron Noble Swordsmen even. Or what is it? 3 Chevron even. Wow, 3 Chevron Noble Swordsmen on the walls taking on Veteran Shield Warriors from Lusitani. And archers from Nabatea have moved up quite a bit as well. Oh, don't do it. Oh, no, it's not worth it, Nabatea. No! You can see Nabatea is moving his archers onto the tower, thus onto the wall. Now, the Balearics over here from Rome have been doing a pretty solid job, 58 kills so far. Now, the downside for the defenders is that Lusitani really doesn't like arrows or slingers or really any of that stuff. So that's not going to be fun for Lusitani. Colchis, you know, is really doing a pretty good job here of holding back Rome. Rome, obviously, is a very powerful faction. The Veteran Shield Warriors tend to do pretty solid, but the Colchian Nobles are really going to be helpful here, except for the fact that these ones are very tired. It must be due to the fact that they had to run all the way from the center of the keep to this position, which really doesn't assist. These archers are going to die. These archers that are going on this wall are going to die. He better hope that this Colchian or this Noble Swordsman wins here, because if it doesn't, those archers are DED dead. Actually, you know what? Okay, got a Noble Sword General getting up, protecting this side, because I was going to say there's a Lusitani unit that was about to come right over and get those archers. Now, my question is, do the defenders have any slingers that they can... Looks like maybe some Eastern archers going to position. I don't think Lusitani brought any slingers. Oh, no, the Balearics. Oh. Guerrilla Warriors getting in on the Balearics here. So that is an expensive unit there that is kaput. You can see Nabatea actually doing a pretty good job here, using his archers to shoot the back of this mosh pit over here. That tends to be the toughest part about this position for the defenders, is that it's hard to defend these places when archers from outside can hit you from either direction. So it means that a lot of people tend to give up that area and defend more like this back here, which, you know, that also has its own downsides, considering that a lot of times attackers will bring artillery and will shell this area to hell, man. It's crazy. Now, where did the... Okay, there they are. There's the Nabatean archers. Now, the Nabatean heavy archers outside actually don't seem to be getting too many... Well, this one is 71 kills. I was about to say, it doesn't look like they're getting very many kills. Eastern archers from Colchis trying to shoot at the Nabateans. The Nabateans, if they decided to shoot back, they would annihilate that Eastern archer. But I think they are going after the Veteran Shield Warriors. The one big danger to Rome here is the Lusitani units. And the Eastern Archer, or the Nabatean Archers, doing a really good job of targeting that unit. Do they have another one over here? No, it's a guerrilla warrior. Ooh, here comes the cavalry. Oh no, they let him in. Cav into this archer and cav into this archer. Now they might take the Numidian riders out before they can finish it. This one I don't think is actually going to do that much damage. Oh no, now it's turning over into the Nabatean archers. Oh, nice play there by the defenders. Numidian riders 154, and I guess this one is going to live at 125. They may have even freed themselves up to move some of their other cavalry over. They still got a unit here with 81 kills. Now this one, unfortunately, I don't think is going to make it out. Somehow he has 3 men left and still alive. Wow. Typically, a unit like that, you get down to 3 men and they just break. Well, honestly, typically you don't get 3 men, to be honest with you. Usually you get, like, 15 men in a unit like that, and then they break. Ooh, what do we got on the wall here? Guerrilla warriors. And then look at this guerrilla warrior, 161 kills. On this side, a big Lusitani presence. And honestly, really smart there, because there's a much lower archer presence over here. We do have 1 Syrian from Rome, but the other Syrian is over there, and Nabateans are over there. So that means that Lusitani can freely put troops into this fight with really no repercussions. You also got Eastern archers that are out of ammo. Oh, did I catch that? I hope I caught that, man. That was a beautiful shot. Now that is Praetorian Guard, 77 kills. He's only lost 7 men in it. Some more depleted guerrilla warriors moving forward. I think they're going to try and engage here. And then all the way over on this side, got veteran shield warriors and guerrilla warriors engaging. Nabatean sword or noble swordsman up on the wall, 64 kills. You got another noble swordsman, and the Nabatean heavies are still shooting into the back of this combat. Man, I bet you they wish they had some range to deal with that one Nabatean archer. I'm honestly really surprised the defenders continued holding this position. I think they're giving it up. Look at this, Colchian nobles running away. I think they are giving up that spot. So many men lost in the defense of that area, and now they're going to give it up. 100 kills now in the Praetorian Guard. Only lost 13 men so far. All right, maybe they're going to fall back to something like this. You can see a couple Colchian nobles here. 44 kills, and this one completely fresh. Armored Legionaries, 287 kills. God almighty. Praetorian Guard, 83 kills, and 218 on the other Armored Legionary. Got Lusitani nobles that are still pretty fresh, and then a lot of guerrilla warriors. Guerrilla warriors are okay. I don't know that I would call them like good, but they're decent. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the gist of it. They're decent. I'm going to take a wild guess here that Rome does not have the Greek city-states DLC because he didn't bring any tortoises, which really relegated the attackers here to a full tower assault, which is really, really tough. Now, Rome is if you're going to have a faction, that's the faction you want to have, but still, it makes it very, very hard to do this. You know, you basically means you're down to one way into this settlement, and that is up these towers, which means that honestly I'm a little surprised that the defenders did not put up a fight on the walls. I personally would have. And here we go. Here goes the rest of the archers. Nabatean Axe Warriors, luckily the ones set up, they have javelins. If that was a noble swordsman from Nabatea, they would not be throwing back at them. So he might be able to finish this one off, and after that may even be able to run over into the Balearic slinger over here And I think that's what he's going to do. And maybe we can get another. Oh, yeah, look at that. Those Balearics are gone. And then he's going to run his general right through and get the hell out of there, bringing his Numidian riders in to finish it off. Praetorian Guard turning around for some Javi volleys, but it's too late. Well, maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, okay, Balearics are gone. So the Syrians here, 52 kills. He's trying to take him down before he loses. Nope, he's gone. He still has Cav left, 3 depleted units, and his general... Is the general 302 kills, man. And I believe he is still alive. That guy right there, I believe, is the general. Now, how's the Praetorian Guard doing over here? 206 kills and has lost 21 men. 21 men lost. Like, no, 32 men. 30, but still, like, that does not change the fact that that's disgusting. Guerrilla Warriors, 100 kills, and then the other Praetorian Guard, 162. Look at that. Nice move. Guerrilla Warrior pulling off to the side to expose the back of the Praetorian Guard to the Hippeus Lancers. And not only that, the Lusitani Noble coming in and going to surround the Praetorian Guard. Lusitani Nobles are very, very good, especially getting the Praetorian Guard in the back. They should be able to do some heavy damage there. Heavy Desert Spearmen. So I thought that the defenders were going to fall back to something like this, but they have fully re-engaged. I think the damage that was done to the archers with their cavalry has re-instilled their confidence in taking this fight at the gate. Now the issue that Lusitani is going to have here is the third Praetorian Guard for the attacker is now entering the city. So he's already taken on one Praetorian Guard here with 208 kills. The Lusitani Noble should do relatively well against that depleted unit. But you have a fresh 155 man. Well, he's exhausted now, but you know, he has 155 men left in his unit, which means he's going to be pretty tough. Now this one over here has lost 55 men now. 263 kills. Oh, but look. Guerrilla Warrior is going to come around and hit them in the back. So you have an exhausted Praetorian Guard. Yeah, man. So, I mean, the Guerrilla Warrior is probably not going to finish this, but he will really do some good damage with it being an exhausted unit. With that Praetorian being exhausted and his gen's dead, remember, he lost his general right out here. Wasn't paying attention to it. And I think we're going to get the other Lusitani Noble into the combat. Hippeus Lancer, he's not charging anything. That'd be my suggestion here, Colchis. There was no point to that charge. Like, I see you went in, and I'm pretty sure you're the one. Yeah, so you used your ability, which is good. But you charged right into the back of your own men, and it just didn't do anything. Nabatean Heavy Archers, 194. And then you got a Syrian that still has health in it. Uh-oh, here goes the Guerrilla Warriors, going to get surrounded by themselves by a Praetorian Guard, 59 kills. Guerrilla Warriors, 144, which is pretty darn good. God, 308 kills now. Double chevron for that Praetorian Guard, but down to 55 men. For some reason, Colchis went diamond formation. I'm not 100% sure why. Once again, there's nothing really to charge at, so I would just hold on to it. You actually still have, what is this? Nabatean Noble Swordsman. 30 kills. I really don't get the whole triple chevron noble sword. I don't think it's worth it personally. Veteran Shield Warriors 91, 82 on the Guerrilla Warriors. They still have the Cav out here as well. A couple Numidian Riders and the Armored Numidian Rider for Massaceae here. Now, this could be an issue. Actually, I think it is an issue. I don't think it's going to be an issue for much longer. 94 kills on these chariots. Looks like they got into some stuff over here. There we go. Right into the unit that's already in combat. Praetorians in combat. They can't really do a whole lot about the chariots. Now, those can do something about the chariots. Look at that. He's already lost some. 116 kills. He's trying to get him into the archers. If he can get him in the archers, he can do something there. And even as they rout, they're going to kill some. But they are out. 161 kills. Are they going to get some? Nope. The oil finished them off. Still got some Axe Warriors and a Nabatean Noble Sword here. I think the defenders are going to have to fall back. I'm not sure what they've really got left. You got Lusitani Noble, some depleted Colchian Nobles. Well, this one's relatively healthy. But then a bunch of Cthulhu Tribesmen and stuff like that. We've got another depleted Colchian Noble over here. But there's nothing, nothing left here fighting the Praetorians. 365 and 118. This one, 118, has taken some pretty good damage.
We are taking trophies.
Yeah, man, I honestly am not 100% sure what's going to happen here. The defenders don't look like they're in the greatest position. Lusitani Noble's 179 kills, but only 71 men left in it. He's winded. Once that headhunt runs out, he's going to be exhausted. Which should be relatively soon here. 195. I mean, he is racking up kills. I'm a little surprised we haven't seen a Praetorians push here. Well, they're not going to push now. That Lusitani Noble will wreck those two units. Two depleted units. What do you still got left over here? Veteran Shield Warriors, 117. And only 69 kills on the Nabatean Noble Swords. I'm a little surprised the attackers aren't coming in and finishing off this Lusitani Noble. Surround him. Or throw Javies at him even. 214. Not bad at all for a Lusitani Noble. Especially given the fact that originally he was fighting against the Praetorians. Cthulhu Tribesmen are all shattered. Payas Lancers still healthy, 80 men. What? I just noticed that Colchis has 2 ballistas. All right, looks like okay. I thought Lusitani was going to come over here, which honestly I still think they should. I think the nobles could really probably eliminate this. They might be worried about the push down the center, though. Maybe they're worried that they would get too overextended on that side. Now, with a little bit of reinforcements from Nabatea, maybe that means the attackers can make a push over here with those 2 depleted Praetorians, which are still dangerous, and the, what do you got, Nabatean Axe Warrior. 365 and 118 on those 2 Praetorians, and I think I don't think they have any of them left. Look at this, Nabatea actually does have some ammo left. 159 kills on this one. Still shooting, though. I think he's shooting over at the Colchian Nobles. Now, because of all the cavalry left for the defenders, if they use that wisely, they may be able to get some good cycle charges in. 161. This guy's out of ammo, 209 kills. Pretty well done there. I'm a little surprised why they don't take one of their cav units over here and hit the side of that archer. There's nothing protecting it at the moment, and even if they do move it, like move something to protect them, then you just run away. I think that we're seeing a fallback here, and I think that's the right call here for from the defenders. What I think they're going to try and do is fall back, and then as the attackers are moving forwards, I think they're going to try and use their cav to hit their soft spots, hoping that the attackers will expose, some soft spots as they move. I'm going to fast forward for a little bit here. I don't want to cut anything. So Hippeus Lancer's back at the point, but all of their other cavalry they've brought to the far side of this settlement. Once again, I don't know if I said earlier, this is Tarsus. One of my favorite settlements, actually. So, on Tarsus, the final point is up here below this temple. You see that yellow ring right there? So what that means is the very final, you have this and this, or you can even fall back to the top of these stairs and the top of those stairs if you wanted to. Well, you tend to see, with a little bit more troops left than what the defenders have, you tend to see stuff there, and there, because that tends to allow the defenders to deploy archers and things of the sort. But unfortunately, at the moment, the defenders don't really have enough troops to hold all that stuff. Their main defensive units, the Colchian nobles, are pretty depleted. The healthiest one there is only 124 men. So Rome, with his Praetorians taking that point there, should improve their morale a little bit. But you can see Nabatea beginning the walk up the street here. Messaceles Cav still just kind of chilling back in the back there, waiting for the opportune moment. So it looks like we're going to get the two depleted Colchian nobles here with the healthier one here, and probably the Lusitani nobles to back them up. Colchian nobles are going to be tough to get through. They are a good unit, a good hoplite, especially for only like 920 or something. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong on that number, but I'm pretty sure it's like 920, 980. What did he just pop up? Second wind. Makes sense. These units do get a little bit tired on that long walk back. You can see Messaceles Cav moving in the background. Attackers really taking their time, taking this pretty slow. Going really slow. And he's going to lose his archers. He was moving them over there, but I don't know if it says it's still hidden. I don't know if he saw it or just was like, oh, don't go that way. Hippeus Lancer's actually going to leave the fold and go join the rest of the cavalry out here on the outskirts. Hippeus Lancers could do some good damage to this Nabatean infantry. It's pretty light. Only 65 armor on the Nabatean Axe Warriors. So a good charge from some shot cav would do some pretty heavy damage. And I'm pretty sure they're out of ammunition on their javelins, because they used them on the cavalry outside the gate. Really taking their time here, aren't they? There we go. Look at this. Nabatea still has ammunition somehow. 183 kills on those archers. Nice switch. Moving the Colchian nobles here and taking the Lusitani nobles over here. Trying to get the nobles a little bit as far away from the archers as they can. Here we go. The Messaceles Gen going to come over and eliminate this noble sword. Say goodbye and goodbye. Honestly, they took that charge better than I thought. They had, I think, 22 when they first went in. Misacely's Gen has done very, very well. 300 kills. Here we go. Heavy Desert Spearman going in. And then throwing in the Nabatean Axe Warrior second. I think that's a bad call there. I think you send in the Nabatean Axe Warriors, use their charge bonus, and then switch them out. Here comes the Praetorian Guard. Oh, come on, Nabatea. Shooting over at the Lusitani Nobles. Wow. Praetorian Guard are fresh, so he's able to get them kind of freshened up. I'm a little surprised that they're not taking the Hippeus Lancers and hitting some of these lines. Noble Swordsmen don't have javelins, so a Hippeus Lancer would blast that like crazy. Especially look at that armor. 45 armor on a Noble Sword is just trash. They're not a good unit. I don't like them at all. Lusitani Nobles, 27 kills. If the attackers are going to play this way, then they're going to really hurt themselves. They really need to push something around. Take the Noble Swords and the Nabatean Axe Warriors and push around. You can take your heavy, like your Spearmen there, and set it behind. Misacely's Gen moving, and here comes the Numidian Noble, or the Numidian Light Cav, hitting the Nabatean Noble Swordsman General, and then hitting the other Noble Sword. Just a bit of an odd kind of attack here. They're giving the defenders time to finish this, so that then they would be able to, send something back there. But look at this, Praetorian Guard sneaking around. Misacely's Gen coming to join this. Now, I don't think these Numidian Riders are going to finish this. So I'm really surprised that the Hippeus Lancer General for Colchis is not coming around. Hit some of these units that can't hit you back. Pretty sure Nabatea's heavy axes are out of ammo, so you could hit them. You could bring them around. You could hit the Noble Swordsmen that don't have javelins. Just a bit odd here. Numidian Rider's going to come over, and they're just going to bypass the Noble Swords. They're going to go here and smash this unit. Let's watch this. Don't run away. Doesn't matter. He didn't get away. Oh, God. Unit just disintegrated. Very, very good timing there. Heavy Desert Spearmen aren't even going to go help, apparently. They do have cavalry counter tactics. He's got 2 units there, 129, 119. Now over here, Praetorian Guard broke 140 men, 140 kills. The Lusitani Noble General had moved around and smacked it. Balance power is pretty heavily in the attacker's favor, but I'm going to be honest with you, it's not looking good for him. And I think here very quickly we're going to see that red bar switch dramatically. The only reason it is that way because you have a heavy, like a healthy unit here, a healthy unit here. These are relatively healthy. So if they were to push this, they could probably pull this off. And I really don't understand what Nabatea is doing. Force the defenders to move a unit over here. That will then allow you to push this. You're just giving the defenders time to eliminate these units, so then they can peel stuff away. Nabatean Axe Warrior coming around, but he's coming over this way. I don't get why. Hippeus Lancer is going to charge into him and do a lot of damage. Oh, not the greatest charge, to be honest with you, but he did a solid amount there, and here comes the Lusitani Nobles from the other direction. So these Nabatean Axe Warriors are kaput. They're gone. Hit in behind, but the Colchis needs to get his Gen out. Get the Gen out so you can cycle again. Misacely 364, Noble Swords getting hit. The Numidian Riders, excuse me, it looks like they got defeated here. Oh, but look at this. Go, go, go back. Go back. Lusitani, you have to go to the point. Not particularly sure how this archer got through this line, but Lusitani needs to return.
Understood.
The Paeus Lancers, I think, tried to go for a charge, but I don't think it went very well. I think they got caught up on the corner. So I think at this point what you do is you eliminate the archer, try and eliminate the spear, and then probably just retreat to the point and hold it. Nabatea's heavy archers are going, they are neutralizing the point. That is good at least. But he is about gone. The unit that was on the steps is gone as well. Half of the, well, wait a sec. Okay, never mind. So, Hippeus Lancers, 140 kills. Lusitani Nobles can finish these up easy. Just an odd finishing attack here for the attackers. I'm just not 100% sure what their thought process was here. You can see there's spearmen moving around this way, so Lusitani's going to go counter that. And he should be able to finish these spearmen relatively easily. Colchian Nobles could probably come in and just pin them down. But I think that is going to be a GG. I think the defenders, excuse me, have this. Desert Spearmen, I think, are probably going to break before they even get a chance to fight much. Look at the Armored Numidian Rider, 435 kills. And the Lusitani Noble is just racking up kills here. 172 now. Earlier he only had like 118 kills. 175, and here comes the charge from the Paeus Lancers, hitting the back of the Noble Swordsman. And I think they're going to break. And that's GG. Well-fought battle. All right, so let's look at the kills. So we've got Murado as Lusitani with 2,818 kills, and all of his infantry doing extremely well. 202, 206, 221, 186, 235. Then you've got Colchis, 2,297 kills. His infantry did pretty solid. Colchian Nobles probably could have done a little better. And finally, Dairy Farmer as Masacely with 2,504 kills. Chariots, honestly, the best one was the last chariot he used. 440 on his Armored Numidian Rider General, and then his infantry actually doing pretty well. Now for the attackers, Rome being commanded by Christian Connor, 2,682 kills. And, I mean, it's Rome, guys. Like, we all know how it does. 378 on one of the Praetorians. You got Asian Boy as Nabatea with 2,563 kills. Archer's doing very, very well. 245 on his Noble Sword General. Not bad for a Noble Swordsman. But look at the rest of them. Just not great, man. Now you got Ivan, who is commanding Egypt, 1,736 kills. The archers. I feel bad for him because he's the one that got sallied out on, and he wasn't ready for it. And it's fine. It happens to the best of us. But good luck next time, man. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys are new, don't forget to go hit that subscribe button. But we will see you guys next time.